Hey guys, so I got you through the dynamic warm-up. That's going to be right before. That should take about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes right before the workout. Now we're going to go into lower body strength. Now we're actually going to start the actual physical weight portion of the workout and body weight stuff. So first exercise, the first grouping of exercises we're going to run through as a circuit. We're going to go 3 exercises in a row, dependent upon reps and time as well. First exercise, dumbbell squats. Right. So dumbbell squats, what we're gonna do, there's multiple variations of the dumbbell squat. If you have shoulder issues, any sort of problems with getting the dumbbells up here, or if the dumbbells are too heavy that you don't have to do this specific type of version, right? You could actually hold it right against your side. So there's different types of versions. First thing what we're gonna do is I'm gonna explain to you guys how to properly do a squat, because there's so many people that show the wrong way to do a squat. All right, first thing what we're gonna do without the dumbbells, how to properly do a squat. From the side, I'm gonna show you a version from the side. So pretend that I had a chair behind you. I had it about maybe like 6 inches away from your butt. What you're trying to focus on is you're gonna try and sit down into that chair, and then you're gonna come up. Another thing you want to focus on is keeping your chest out and proud. So here, when you're sitting into that chair, chest out and proud. So here, down. You're gonna come down, sit into that chair, come right back up. One thing that drives me nuts is ass to grass squats. I don't agree with ass to grass squats, because what you're actually doing is you're degenerating your kneecap in the long run. That's another video, that's a whole different concept. Me personally, in my opinion, I don't like ass to grass squats. So what I like to do is I like to come parallel or slightly below parallel. So when you actually come down, what I like to see is parallel or slightly below parallel. So your hips and knees, that's what's either going to be parallel or slightly below. Slightly below parallel, hip crease. I'm coming down, my hip crease is below my knees, and I'm coming right back up. Body weight squats, right? Now you're gonna convert that into doing that with dumbbells. Another thing, foot placement for the squats, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna come slightly wider than shoulder width, right? Depending on the type of exercise that you're doing, if I want to hit more quads, what I'll do is I'll bring my feet really close together. If I want to hit hamstrings, I'll bring my feet a little bit wider, right? Slightly wider than shoulder width is what we're gonna go with for today. Toes slightly pointed outwards. Now, everyone's femurs are different, everyone's body types are different. So adjust it according to you as an individual. So if this hurts, if you're coming down and this is the furthest you can go, stop there. There's no need to push yourself any further, because in the long run, I don't want you to get injured. First thing, before even starting any weighted exercise, before even doing exercise, I want to make sure, first thing, find out with your doctor if it's okay, get medical clearance, especially if you have an injury, if you have underlying issues such as diabetes or any sort of issues going on, heart problems. First, get medical clearance to work out. All right, let's start with the actual workout now. All right, like every workout that I'm going to do, I'm going to show beginner variations, intermediate variations, advanced variations. So first off, I like to start with advanced intermediate variations, because that's the one I'm physically doing. So if you did want to follow along and actually try the workout that I'm doing, that's going to be the more advanced intermediate version. But as I said, everyone's an individual. Do it at your pace. Something is better than nothing. So first exercise, what we're going to do, we're going to take a pair of dumbbells, whether that be heavier or lighter. You're going to do it according to what you want to do. We're gonna go dumbbell squats. So there's multiple positions, right? So you could either hold the dumbbells up here, right up against your shoulders. So what it's gonna look like is it's gonna touch your shoulders, right? You could hold it against your sides, or you could do it without dumbbells. That's up to you. So here, if I'm doing it right against my sides, we're gonna do that same process where we're sitting into that chair and then coming right back up, chest out and proud. So we're gonna go 3 sets, 10 to 20. All the information, all the rep counts, times, I'm going to put down into the information box below this video. So really follow along with that. So dumbbell squats, what it's gonna look like here. Feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Dumbbells to your sides. You're gonna come down. You're gonna come right back up. 1, down, right back up. You're sitting into that chair. Second exercise is part of the first circuit. You're gonna go dumbbell side lunges. I like to switch to a single dumbbell because if you're going a little bit heavier dumbbell, what you're gonna focus on more is the grip, right? So gripping wise, if you find a problem with really holding a dumbbell and you're having trouble holding it, don't worry about the grip. That's why we're gonna switch to a crush grip, it's called. So a crush grip, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold the outside of the dumbbell, right? Here. You're gonna come here. You're gonna have your feet shoulder width apart to start. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go side lunge. From here, you're gonna come down, right about here. 1. Variation, you could have it here, depending upon how you feel. If you have a really heavy dumbbell, keeping it up here is gonna be tough to do it for a bunch of reps. So you could come here, variation. So here, you're gonna come down, right? What I want you to focus on when you're going side lunge now, you wanna not come down here and track your knee outwards. Remember, you wanna keep your knee in line with your toes, right? So as you come down, what I also wanna see you focus on is you're gonna come down, your toes are gonna face forward or slightly outward. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come here, your knee is gonna be in line with your toe, you're gonna come down. So with the dumbbell, what it's gonna look like is here, down, up. So the way we're gonna do this is 3 sets of 12, we're gonna do something called alternate sixes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down, side lunge 1, side lunge 2. What you're gonna focus on is going 6 times down that way, 6 times down that way, 6 again, 6 again. That's alternate sixes. So we're going 6, 6, 6, 6 for a total of 12 each direction. Beginner variation is gonna be beginner/intermediate variation. If side lunges are tough to do with the dumbbells, what you're gonna focus on is doing that side lunge, really getting the focus of doing it and how to do it properly. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna touch the ground. So 1, here, 2. You're gonna focus on the same version as the other one where you're doing alternate sixes. Third thing, you're gonna do bodyweight squats for a certain amount of time. So first exercise that we did were the dumbbell squats, right? Holding the dumbbell on the side. We're doing that for a certain amount of reps. This one in the third exercise, you're going bodyweight squats for a total of amount of time. Beginner variation, you can start off with 30 seconds. So 30 seconds, you're gonna come down. As you come down, I want to actually see your hands come up straight. That's gonna allow you to have an upright torso. So as you do it, here, upright torso. That's gonna allow you to come up properly. You can keep your hands to the side as well, but sometimes what I see is when people do this, they start leaning a lot forward. So if you have your arms upright as you come down, you're gonna have more of an upright torso. So here, 1, 2, 3. So advanced is gonna be about a minute. Intermediate can be 45 seconds. Beginner is gonna be 30 seconds. Once again, I'm gonna have all the information in the information box underneath. Second exercise, or second grouping of exercise, we're gonna go something called single leg heel touches. Now, advanced version is pretty tough. If you have problems with balance, this is gonna be kind of tough. So beginner, intermediate, I'm gonna show first. Beginner, intermediate, what you're actually gonna do is you're gonna hold up against a wall, a fence, something to really hold your balance, a chair, as long as it's something sturdy. So I'm gonna do it up against the fence. I'm gonna hold the fence for balance. I'm gonna take one leg off, right? It's a single leg squat. So what I'm really focusing on is here, I'm gonna bend my knee slightly. I'm gonna put pressure on my quad, and then I'm gonna come right back up. Down, right back up. 1, down, right back up. 2, down, right back up. You're gonna focus on doing that. The other side, you're gonna hold the wall, chair, fence, whatever you have handy, as long as it's sturdy. Don't hold a chair and it's just gonna slide off. You're gonna fall. I don't wanna see you fall. So here, you're gonna come down, single leg squat. Now with that, you're gonna do both sides, right? Beginner, intermediate is you're gonna try and hold on to something. If you have balance issues, even if you're advanced, if you have balance issues, trouble holding your body upright on one leg, hold something. There's nothing wrong with holding something. There's nothing wrong with doing a variation. You adjust it according to you. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying that over and over because each person is an individual. We're not gonna work out the same because we don't have the same body type, right? So single leg heel touches, if you can, if you don't have any balance issues, what you're gonna do is you're gonna stay here, one leg, right? Balance first. So keep your foot completely flat. You're gonna come down, touch your heel, right back down. 1, touch your heel, right back down. 2, right? You can reset your balance, so you don't have to come down, come right back up, retry and balance, get all wobbly using one leg, and then try it again. Once you come up, you could reset your balance, touch your other foot, reset your balance, but what I want to see you focus on is really taking that leg off, down, touch. So that I almost fell. So here, and I've done this multiple times. So here, down, touch, right? So that's gonna be the first in the second grouping. Second exercise in the second grouping are single leg RDLs. So the advanced version, right? You're gonna have a dumbbell in your opposite arm. Whatever arm your dumbbell is, you're holding it in, the other leg is gonna plant. So as an example, I have the dumbbell in my left arm. I don't know why people have such problems with this. It's really not that complicated. Opposite arm, opposite leg plants. So here you go. Right leg is planting. Dumbbell is in my left arm. What you're gonna do is you're gonna come down. Here, right? What I like to do is I like to put my arm out for a little bit more balance. So here, I'm gonna come down, balance, arm out. I'm gonna squeeze across my hamstrings, my glutes, my calves. I'm gonna keep my foot flat to really balance. I'm gonna square my body up and then come right back up. 1, 2. Once again, if you have balance issues, this is gonna be really hard to do. Also, what I wanna see you focus on in doing this is I wanna see your body square up. What I'll explain is I'll do this without the weight and I'll show you. So beginner version, intermediate version, people that have trouble with balance, this is also going to be hard because it's a single leg exercise. So what I actually want to see you focus on is here, squaring up your body. Squaring up your body means everything is facing forward, all symmetrically, right? So here, if I'm coming here and doing a single leg RDL, beginner version, all you're going to focus on is balancing. Here, you're going to come down, right? Balance. So here, balance. You're gonna try and touch the ground. If you can, come right back up. If you can't touch the ground, that's okay. Try and really focus on balancing. Keeping straight here, right back up. Squaring up, that's really important. The reason why is, if you come this way and you're leaning here, I'm not square, I'm gonna fall over. I'm not balancing properly. So even if I'm doing it on this leg, as an example, first thing I like to do, keep my foot completely flat on the ground. Here, I'm gonna come down, right back up. 1, down, right back up. 2. That's what it's gonna look like, single leg RDL. So remember, in the second grouping, single leg heel touches, you come down, bend, right back up, holding a wall. Or you could do it with just balance, here, up, down. All balance, right? We're going single leg versions. For that, for the single leg heel touches, we're gonna do alternate 6s or alternate 8s. So the same thing that we did for the first grouping, right? Single leg heel touches, we're doing the same thing. Alternate 6s, you're gonna go one leg, 6 or 8. Other leg, 6 or 8. Then go back, 6 or 8. Other leg, 6 or 8. Single leg RDLs, you're gonna go 10 to 12 each leg. Third grouping, final grouping of these exercises for lower body day. We're gonna focus on our butt, right? A lot of girls, this is for you. I see y'all. We're gonna go glute kickbacks. And for guys, guys should be doing this too. We want strong, muscular butts. So here, glute kickbacks. You're gonna come here in a plank, low plank position. So as if you're doing an elbow plank, but with your knees here. Glute kickbacks, you're really gonna focus on coming forward, back, right? Coming up, back, I want your legs straight and square. So remember, same thing as I said as before. When you're going square, I want it to look like this. So here, here. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. I want to try and see this, straight, coming up. So square position, glute kickback. So you're coming here, you're gonna come up a little bit, back, 1, up, back, 2, 3. You're gonna do that. I'll explain. You're gonna do alternate 10, so 20 reps total. Once again, all rep counts will be down. So anything that says alternate 10s, alternate 6s, alternate 8s, remember, you're doing, as an example for this one, 10, 10, another 10, another 10. That's how many you're doing per leg. The second exercise in the group, you're gonna do glute bridges with just your heels touching the ground. So heels only, right? I don't wanna see full feet. Heels only. Your heels are gonna be right underneath your knees. That's what I wanna see you focus on. Heels lined up right underneath your knees. You're gonna have your arms flat on the ground. Glute bridges, you're gonna come up, squeeze at the top, pretend I had a coin in your butt. Right in between your butt cheeks, you're holding that coin in there. You're gonna hold for a second, you're gonna come right back down. You're gonna come up, hold that coin, right back down. 2, hold, right back down. 3, so you're going 2 sets, 30 reps. After that, you're gonna go calf raise doubles. The reason why I like to add doubles to it is sometimes I'll have you going single leg calf raises, right? So sometimes I'll have you guys doing this. This time I'm gonna have you guys doing doubles, so doubles. You're gonna hold onto a wall or something for support, right? Or a fence. You're gonna come here. You're gonna squeeze at the top. You're gonna squeeze your calves, right back down. Squeeze, right back down. Squeeze, right back down. Now for this third grouping, notice I didn't explain beginner variations, intermediate variations, advanced variations. What you're gonna do to individualize, everyone's gonna do the same exercise regardless of what level you're at, right? So you're doing the glute kickbacks, the glute bridges, calf raise doubles. The only thing that's gonna change for this is you're gonna vary the amount of reps. So if let's say as an example, the glute bridges, if 30 is a lot for you to do, adjust it. So maybe you're doing 20, 15, whenever you feel the burn, whenever you're actually working, that's what's most important. If let's say you get to 20 and you feel your form is breaking down and you can't get to 30 without messing up that form, stop at 20. That's gonna be your rep count. So that's what you're gonna adjust. Not the actual exercise for beginners, intermediate. You're actually going to adjust the rep count, which I'll explain. I'm gonna have like a range. So what I usually do with exercises, I'll have like a range. As an example, 3 sets, 8 to 20 reps. If 8 is tough to do without breaking form, end it at 8. If you can get to 20, that's perfect. Go up to 20. As long as your form is good, that's what's most important. Thank you. That'll be it for lower body strength today.